Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Nat20Hot. For those of you joining us, we're so glad that you chose to spend your Flag Day with us. We know there could be a lot of competition for things that you could otherwise be doing. And so anytime you get to watch Nat20Hot is time well spent. For those of you who don't know, we are a stream of friends who play D&D together. We don't always play by the rules. We're a homebrew campaign, and we prioritize fun over everything else. But we also prioritize the kids. We are streaming in honor of Extra Life, which is raising money for America's children's hospitals, who so sorely need the funds to benefit children around the country suffering from all different kinds of ailments and getting them the care that they need in a country with a terrible healthcare system. Without further ado, as we prepare to dive in, do a quick recap of where we last left our adventurers. Last time out, our party followed their curiosity and continued to press the investigation of Galen Redwyne's under construction property. Whilst they were there, they managed to break into a number of different rooms, and sneaking their way through the premises, they found more than expected. Not only did they stumble upon a plethora of valuables in the lockboxes and safes of Redwyne's customers, but they also uncovered some intriguing information. It seems that the dwarves of Katadin have retreated into their mountain stronghold, delaying shipments of iron and many other things as they fear the current events. On another note, they heard about a famous artist in Westwatch who's in search of a new muse, breaking down their office door with a grand piano. But beyond dwarves and recluse artists, the mysterious benefactor known only as HD is putting pressure on Galen Redwyne to deliver the mysterious centerpiece, surmised to be a missing piece of the grand entryway of Redwyne's establishment. Fearing retribution for their acts of thievery, our party takes a detour, fleeing towards the mountains in the pursuit of the long-lost Erica, the enigmatic woman feared killed by the bird creature that they had fought not long ago. But fate plays a fickle hand, as a chance encounter with guardsmen at the gate on the edge of town, who were speaking with a young woman who attracted the eye of Randy, leads to a hasty confrontation, leaving Randy compelled to throw a punch at the guardsman closest to him. And so, that is where we find ourselves. There is just a shockwave that reverberates through each of you as Randy's fist connects with the guardsman's jaw even. And the sudden impact just sends you all into a tizzy. The guard stumbles backward, his hand instantly clutching his now bruised face. The other guardsman snaps around, looking at all of you with fury, his voice laced with authority. "What in the blazes is going on here? Who do you think you are attacking my men?"
He's
Randy,
talking.
hey, what's going on, bud?
You're talking, but we can't hear you, pal. Is there some sort of enchantment? 0%. Nope.
We cannot hear Randy. We're working through it.
Talk about yep,
Whoop.
there you go.
Hello? Okay. I'd like to cast a spell.
Please do. You may all also open up the
Bolt.
owl bear that was sent in the channel earlier to see the scene.
Yes. To the one that I punched, how's he looking? Does he?
Well, you can first roll a unarmed strike to find out how much damage you do.
I will do that. How do I do that?
Just roll a d4 plus your strength
Okay.
modifier.
I do 6 damage.
Okay. That is quite the punch. So he, is taken aback. He's clutching his face. He does look, he looks bruised. There is a visible impact point where you punched him in the face, but the two of them look angry, and their hands immediately shoot down towards their blades at the edge of their belts.
After I punch him, I will once the other one kind of starts talking, I'm gonna kind of bring out my little finger gun, and I'm gonna bop him with guiding bolt. The other guy.
Everyone roll initiative. We're just getting into it here. And you may do that. You get a surprise round on both of these individuals.
Shit, what others?
I got a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That'll do 22 damage to him.
All right. The rest of you, what did you roll for initiative?
5.
Does the
22.
the go fast gloves? The only thing I wrote down in the description is lets you go fast and advantage on dex throws. Does that include initiative?
It does not.
Okay. Then I got an 18.
Okay. Randy?
11.
Okay. One moment. Oh.
Where's my dex?
The two soldiers are visibly shocked by the activity that has happened in front of them. I will give everybody the opportunity to take a free action that does not involve combat prior to actually beginning initiative.
So what happened to the last 5 minutes?
We basically resumed with Randy punching the guardsman in the face, and he immediately turned his attention to the second guard and shot a guiding bolt at them, dealing a lot of damage.
Cool.
So you all may take a free action in response to this if you would like.
I just shout at Randy, "What's going on?"
I similarly look around and say, "Are we doing this?" As I reach for my
This
sword.
is the girl, right? This is protect, fight. What do you?
I got a lot of adrenaline going on. Do I also get an action, or is the punch in my action?
Punching is your action.
Then I don't respond.
Yeah, I'm just going to,
Randy.
with a big smile on my face, run in, battle axe in hand.
All right. In that case, Branwyn, it is your turn.
Oh beans. I will go up, and put myself between girl and this other guy. And I'm just gonna hold my action and like just try to get in between, like, whoa. One hand on my sword, and if he tries to strike at her, I'm gonna use my action to attack him. Wait,
in that
I got
case,
stealth. Go on, I'll do something next later if I figure it out. My life.
so you're going to end your turn there?
I'm holding my action to attack the guy if he attacks her.
Got it. Okay. In that case, it is now that soldier's turn. And they are going to turn towards you, Branwen, draw their blade, and immediately shout at you to stand down.
I'm
Before before turning to Randy and taking a hack. And are you hit by an 18?
My AC is 18.
Okay, in that
So,
case,
yeah.
attacking wins. Just a moment here. And that will be 5 damage. And they will attempt to strike
Damage?
again. What's that? They will attempt to strike again. That is a nat 20.
Oh no!
So
I
that
cast
will.
silvery barbs.
What does that do?
How are they attacking? Are they using like a sword or whatever?
They are using a sword.
I fling out my sword tip to like kind of parry it out of the way, and that is I'm effectively casting spell silvery barbs, which makes them have to re-roll and use the lesser
Okay.
roll.
Excellent. In that case, are you hit by a 15? You are not, because your armor class is 18. So the guardsman cuts down once with one swing of his blade and then immediately attempts to parry back. But Branwen sticks out her rapier at the last moment to deflect the sword away from you. At which point the soldier shoots her a knowing glass and says, "So it's treason then."
Sorry, I'm
And
just trying to prevent you from attacking my friend. Don't want to hurt you.
Gunk, it is now your turn.
My eyes are gonna roll back in my head, and with an
God.
otherworldly magical scream, I'm going to rage. And where's my D8? There it is. Shit. I'm going to teleport up to 30 feet. Let's see, where's Albert? Let's see where I'm here. All right, I'm gonna teleport, yeah, up to 30 feet, right up into the scrum here, and yeah, I'm gonna swing.
Please do.
Oh, I'm gonna swing recklessly, actually.
All right.
Okay. I hit 25.
That does indeed hit.
Nice. Ooh. And so which of these people have gone?
Just the one closest to Branwen.
Okay. So this other guy has not attacked yet. Cause
That's correct.
I'm gonna hit him. So it takes what 9 plus 6, 15, 17 damage.
Sorry, so you're attacking the one that has not yet attacked.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. You take a great axe and swing recklessly down upon him, and it cuts clean into his shoulder blade, almost separating his arm fully from his torso. He is not looking great at all, and it is indeed so. Randy, this individual standing right in front of you as the blood splatters up against your face. What are you doing with your turn?
I am running towards the girl, picking her up, and sprinting out the gates.
Make a dexterity check to, well, first roll to grapple, which is a standard strength check.
Oh, I rolled so bad. 8.
Yes, she is going to see you charging at her and take a deft step to the side, and even kind of like use your weight against you and kind of like gently parry you into the dirt, um, and kind of stands over you, looking down upon you with a grimace on her face. So you are now prone.
Okay. It was that bad?
Uh,
I was off.
yes, she rolled really well.
Oh, okay.
It is now the individual who Dunk has cleaved almost in half's turn, and they are going to attempt to run toward the tower behind you, which will incur an attack of opportunity from you, Dunk, if you'd like to take it.
I absolutely would.
Please do.
What's my hit again? Oh, 17.
That hits. How would you like to do this?
So, which way did I almost cut him in half? Like up and down
Basically through his shoulder blade, yeah.
through his shoulder blade.
Hamburger
Okay,
way or
well, as
hot
he's
dog
running
way?
past me, I will slice him in half, the other way, to basically cut him into
Terrific.
quarters.
He attempts he grabs his arm as he attempts to run around you. You get the sense he's going to race off to notify other people or some kind, and you take a great axe and you cleave straight through his waist, and his body kind of comically slides off and hits the ground into two separate pieces. That leaves this individual, who's actually here between you two, and he is going to attempt to. It is not their turn; it's Willem's turn.
Okay. I am going to approach the last guard, and I'm going to swing at him. Are we hit by a 21?
They are indeed.
Okay. Give me one moment. Gotta find the right dice. Here we go. 10 slashing damage.
How would you like to do this?
Gonna go with the standard head chop, I think.
All right. You bring your sword clean across their neck, slitting their throat as they just slump back wide-eyed into the dirt, kicking up a cloud of dirt as you do so. You're all keenly aware that it is midday, and you've just slaughtered two guardsmen at their posts.
I am also going to turn to Randy and go, "Why did we just do that?"
On the ground, I quickly get up and I kind of like grab the shoulders of this girl and I go, Sina, are you okay? How? I'm like kind of lost for words.
He pushes you back and says, "I don't go by that name to the likes of you. And whatever you think you did here, it's murder is what it is. And I think you best be on your way before they find you."
I look around and kind of like realize the situation that I'm in. Are you okay?
I do a thing. Just
What was
While
that,
Stephanie's
Steph?
looking at her
I
thing.
cast. Is it beans? I cast major image on the spot where we're at to make it look like there's nothing there. On the ground, there's no bodies. Let's go.
Dunk?
Oh, I was gonna ask what her hotness roll is.
She doesn't even need to roll. She's a 19.
Nice.
I can
She's
actually
just
share the picture.
canonically.
Canonically, very hot. She looks at all of you and then returns her attention to Randy, and again just pushes him aside and says, "I'm not who you think I am." And she begins to walk deeper into the city.
No, no, no. We're going out. We're going out.
I have
I
no intentions
follow.
of coming with you. You follow her?
Yeah. Just kind of like, who are you? Are you? You do remember me?
As you
I
approach,
asked.
she quickly turns on her heels, and before you can react, there's a dagger at your throat. Just, I told you, I'm not who you think I am, and you need to leave.
Who are you?
Nobody.
If you're not Sina.
Is this where we become the human traffickers?
I'm gonna tap Willem on the shoulder and just be like, I'm gonna be right back. Please fill me in on whatever's happening, and I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself so that I look like a dark-haired woman with a big scar on her face and blue eyes or something, and I'm just gonna start running around and looking suspicious. And I want
Define suspicious.
just like kind of running around like badly hiding from guards, just so that somebody notices me in this area.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Can I inspire myself?
I don't think so.
I got this. I got this. Where's the dice? No beans. I can't see.
Can I
That
aid her by
thingy.
saying, "Hey, who's that over there?"
You can roll with advantage if you're going to be supporting this
Yeah.
endeavor.
I would like
I'll say that woman looks mighty suspicious.
18.
Okay. As you race about the kind of the gate, there are some folks who are kind of starting to come towards and investigate the commotion, and they do take a lot of note of you racing about. But given the illusion that you've already cast, see no
And I'm
reason
wearing completely different
for
clothes as well.
yeah, they see no reason for you to be doing so, and just kind of chalk you up to an ordinary loon that is ambling about the city. Randy,
Yeah,
what are you
but I
doing?
just want to look sketchy. And then
I
I will eventually meet up with them once I know they've gotten out of the area, but I want to make sure that that scarred face is seen in this area where eventually my major illusion is gonna fade. And they
uh,
can resume.
I look down at the dagger, and I look back at her and kind of like look into her eyes, and I just look like distraught. Can I roll insight on her?
We're trying to find out if it's the individual you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go. You can roll an insight check.
18.
This is Sina. You know her face as this almost the identical to the way that you last left her, just older and scornful.
I my face kind of, I guess, changes a little bit, and I into like more of concern. I go, "Are you in trouble?"
I've been in trouble since the day you left me.
I know. I'm sorry.
I suggest you get going before more guards show up. I don't need your protection anymore.
I kind of take a step back, collect myself, and I don't know. I look at her for a while, and I just kind of turn about face and walk back.
She does not linger. She very quickly turns and continues to proceed deeper into the city. Um, the rest of you, how are you responding?
We should probably get going
I nod.
Yeah.
to the mountains then. And oh yeah, Brandon went to cause a distraction, but she'll be back soon. I'm supposed to fill her in on what was going on as well, so maybe when we have a second to sit down, you can explain a little bit about what the fuck just happened and why we just killed 2 men.
Give me a minute.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Well, we
gonna,
got to get to safety anyway, so.
as we walk, I'm gonna bend down and pick up a handful of like grass out of the ground, and I'm gonna offer it to Randy, saying that I know you always talk about smoking grass when you're stressed. Would this help?
No, thanks, Dunk. I appreciate it though.
You're welcome.
All right.
Um,
So you
as
all
I'm trailing
go ahead.
behind them to go meet them in the woods, when I pass back by the spot where I cast Major Image, I re-up the spell.
You cast it again.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll last for now 2 hours.
It will have been up for 20 minutes, so we got a vamoose.
Okay. You all make your way out of the city then and through the gates, leaving the chaos you wrought behind. You ascend the rocky trail leading out of the city and into the Grey Ridge Mountains outside of Westwatch, the mid-afternoon sun casting its warm golden glow upon the rugged landscape and the terrors that you left behind. The air is crisp and tinged with the scent of pine from the forests that flank the gravel road and carried by a gentle breeze that rustles through the leaves as you make your way up and into the mountains.
I catch up with them eventually. I think Dunk probably just made little X's on trees or something.
I mean, you're able to see the party quite well. It's
Oh.
not like it's a the path kind of cuts upward and around up a cliff face that overlooks the city. So you're able to spot people walking on it quite well.
So, what in the beans just happened?
I was told to give Randy a minute.
Okay. Cool. I think it's been 1 or 2.
Are we someplace where we can talk about this now, Randall?
Yeah.
Let's walk and talk because
Well,
that spell that I cast is probably fading soon.
We can West
So-
Wing it.
Yeah, let's Sorkin.
no, I thought she was dead. I don't know. I thought I had almost forgotten about her. Her name's Sina.
You dream about her.
Sometimes, yes.
I thought you didn't know her.
I know her. No, we I used to be a delivery man of sorts. I'd have my cart and my horse, and I'd go from place to place and make deliveries. It was my job for a long time, and I had nearly completely forgotten about that life. But one of the deliveries was a young girl, and I do what I have to. I take orders.
You're a human trafficker?
I swear to God, I did not mean to. I took her to
Go
where
on,
she
but
go. I assumed that it was for, I don't know, but I took her to the people. I realized later who they were.
Who were they?
Human trafficker. I don't laugh, but they were human traffickers. I gave
like-
her to who knows who.
You don't know?
No. But I assumed that, I don't know.
You were asking if I was being trafficked, but in reality, you were the one that had trafficked. I don't say that.
I didn't.
So-
I stopped working after that. I just kind of gave up. I, walked around for a while.
So what's she doing here?
I don't know. But she's in some kind of trouble. I don't know.
You said you thought she was dead. So what happened? How did you two wind up splitting up?
Well, I dropped her off, to who I was supposed to deliver her to. We'd spent it was like a 4-month journey. Spent some time together. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah, I could tell by the
daughter-wise.
knife she had to your throat. Very sweet. Randy,
Were
I
you, like,
need to be
dinged?
forthcoming. My opinion of you has changed.
I respect you
Not a
more,
opinion.
honestly. No, I'm
What
kidding.
the
Wait,
fuck?
am I? I mean, not about the human trafficking part, but cooler, I guess. Minus the human trafficking. That's bad.
I didn't know.
Was that
I
the only
kinda-
time you've been trafficked?
I kind of shakily reach for my flask and I start to drink.
Was that the only time you human trafficked?
Yeah, that I know
Insight
of.
check. That is a 18.
Yeah,
I believe you.
I didn't do it on purpose. You got to believe me.
Well, what exactly did you think you were doing?
I thought she told me that I was delivering her to her parents.
And do you know that it was not her parents who you delivered her to?
Shit, could have been. I don't know.
So maybe it's not human trafficking. Maybe it's a rescue mission. I'm trying to see you in the best possible light.
I did not willingly human traffic this woman.
Okay. Okay. So, now what?
I can ask her what she's doing here tomorrow.
Not that,
If you want me
Erica isn't important, but
I can also
I've been
send
looking
something
for
to
her
Erica.
for years.
Why did this not come up before now?
It did, kind of.
Brother, I am on a cocktail of all kinds of drugs all the time. This is the most sober you've ever seen me.
This
to be
is the
fair,
most
he's
sober
mentioned
I've
her
ever seen.
before.
What?
You mentioned her before.
But not in, such specific terms. Anyway.
I mean, he
so,
describes her to the T.
yes, but not the whole relationship. Listen, we don't need to get into it. I just need to know, are we going to continue on with Erica? Or are we going to turn back and deal with this situation? Because she's obviously very important to you.
If you wouldn't mind helping out, I think you might be able to get more information out of her than I can right now.
Okay, I can help tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe we should let Branwyn do it because, like girl talk.
As you continue to ascend the cliff face, the trail kind of extends up to your left alongside a very steep slope. You kind of look down and see the panoramic vista of Westwatch and the bay. You can hear even like the occasional cry of seagulls, and you're immediately snapped back to reality by the tolling of a
there goes
bell.
Grim.
The tolling of a bell that can be heard from the city streets. It sounds distant, but echoes through the cavernous cliff faces that surround you. Bong, bong, like that. Um, for those of you who have ever lived in a city, you know that it is the type of thing that only happens in times of dire need, or potentially a warning.
We kind of mucked things up in Westwatch a bit, huh?
I mean,
I don't know. I think it went okay.
I mean,
I've been better.
we did a big robbery where we were smashing grand pianos through doors, and we killed some guards, and we're not just killing Redwyne's men anymore. I mean, maybe we should lay low for a while. I know we got things to do.
Well,
though.
I mean, we're going on a nice little camping trip. So
Yep.
Instilling all of you roll perception checks.
Devin.
8.
17.
I have so many
Doesn't
tabs
matter.
open.
Willem, after a couple of hours of walking, about an hour and a half, hour 45, you start to feel like a sense of familiarity. Like this is a place where you have been before, and you start to recognize that this is the place where you had last seen signs of Erica. The trail has been cleaned up a bit in the couple days it's been since you last came down from the mountains. Um, and like there's no more cracked boxes and the cracked glasses, but you can tell simply by like the nature of the landscape there's a cliff above you where you know you found the campsite previously, and you're aware that this is roundabout where you had last seen any signs of them.
I relay this information to my compatriots.
All right, who's got the best tracking?
I mean, I'm an outlander and have excellent memory for maps and geography and can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me.
What's your survival?
I have
Oh.
+3 survival.
I also have +3 for survival.
+4 survival.
Holy shit.
Oh, a bunch of nature
right.
folks.
Since we absolutely mucked this up this time, inspiration, Dunk and Willem. You guys
We're
got
All right,
rolling
the two
survival
of you
for
may
tracking.
roll survival checks.
and
I
With
also
add
have
advantage.
excellent knowledge of
add a D8.
my tribe's territory, which I
This is not
now
your
learned on the
tribe's
map.
territory.
I rolled a nat 1.
I got 21.
Wait, I'm
Add
sorry.
a
You give me
D8 to that,
advantage?
make it even better.
That is the D8.
Is
That's
it
you get it
15
with.
or 6.
advantage?
It doesn't matter, Willem. As you investigate the area and the terrain, you're able to very quickly pick up a set of repeated footprints that lead off of another trail that kind of verges off to the left, deeper into like a crevasse or a valley between two mountains.
Do they look like a human woman's footsteps?
You note a lot of different kinds of footprints.
Are they all bipedal?
They are all bipedal
All right.
and booted.
Point this out to the group and I say, well, I think she might have gone this way, but she might have had friends with her too.
How late is it?
Mid-afternoon.
Oh, okay. Let's keep hiking.
All right. You all proceed up the mountain, and as you venture deeper, the trail becomes narrower, flanked by towering rock formations that bear the mark of weathering and time. But even in this dark, decrepit, stony landscape, there is the odd wildflower and ferns that pop up in the earthy terrain, not unlike the fields of wildflowers that you pass through entering into Westwatch. The path gradually rises, and it gets steeper and steeper with rocks that seem to crumble out beneath your feet. Um, and inevitably, you start to hear the sounds of rushing water. As the path kind of slopes up in between the mountains, a river, starting thin but widening as you get deeper in between the mountains, opens up near the path. And as you kind of reach the, towards the, not the summit, but close up there, you've been trekking for quite a while, about another hour and a half. There's this large cliff face that juts out from the rugged, rocky terrain of the mountain. And like kind of up top, make a perception check, everybody.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Dirty 20.
All right. Willem, with your keen eagle eyes attuned to the landscapes that you have not traveled very frequently, but someone like yourself who has been off in the woods and looking for a place to stay in the dark of night, you're able, a small opening catches your eye at the top of the cliff face. It's difficult to see. It seems to be kind of tucked beneath another outcropping that sits above at the top of this cliff. But you get the sense that something might be up there.
Any glimmer of a campfire or anything?
No campfires.
All right. Point it out and say, well, we're going up there. Looks like
All
some
right.
sort of crevice where somebody may nestle in or something. Worth checking
A
out.
nestling crevice.
A nestling crevice, you know it.
Love a good nestling crevice. I say it lying because I lived in the city.
The cliff face is quite high. It's about 80 feet off the ground. How would you like to get up there?
I'll jump and climb.
Wait. Was this the campaign where I have a grappling gun?
Oh yeah.
You do have a grappling gun. All right, go ahead and shoot that grappling gun.
What do I roll?
There is no roll. You're just aiming at your destination, and you are able to shoot it.
We love that.
Are you
for me.
aiming for anything in particular?
Aiming for
The nestling crevice.
so it's like a cliff
It's like
face
it's
thing.
big mountain,
crevice.
cliff face, cliff wall. You all the way down here at the bottom.
I'll see if I can get it like kind of up to that little ledge,
Right.
so that if I could climb up there with the rope, then I can.
Yep. You take the grappling hook, fire it, boom, a big thump as the grappling hook flies out of the gun and lands at the end of its tether 15 feet above you and knocks off of the rock and back down towards you.
Oh shit!
I'm
Can I
gonna
have
climb
it
up.
try again to have it like hook on the edge, or did you say it was too short?
It is 15 feet long.
That's not very helpful, honestly.
I want to climb up.
Yeah, I'm also gonna try to climb up.
You may both make athletics checks.
Can mine be acrobatics checks?
They will be athletics checks to attempt
a
to
9.
pull yourself up by the very minimal footholds and handholds that appear there.
I'm doing
The very
really weird
sheer
bendy stuff
cliff.
to get to the different good footholds.
Indeed.
I got a 16 on my.
I'll give it a shot as well.
Plus
Dunk.
6
14.
athletics.
Dunk and Branwyn, you're able to make it up about 15, 20 feet before you find that the sheer like incline, the cliff seems to kind of almost incline and bend out away and makes it difficult for you to scramble up the rock and inevitably choose to come back down before attempting another
What?
climb up.
I got a 22.
You make it about 30, 35 feet before you're unable to get any further. And I will now have you roll another check to see if you can safely get down.
Another athletics.
Yes.
14.
You manage to get down. There's a couple of moments where your foot slips, but you manage to jag it into another hole before deftly kind of pushing yourself off about 10 feet off the ground and landing in the dirt, wondering how you could ever hope to scale an 80-foot cliff.
Come on, man.
Does anybody have an 81-foot ladder?
No, I have 15 feet. Is there like a way around that we see?
Make an investigation check.
13.
Okay. Nothing that meets the eye. You see a lot of rocks and boulders that kind of accumulate near the base of the cliff. There's the footsteps just kind of seem to end in this general area. You're not really sure where they go.
I'm just patting the cliff face, looking for like a secret, like an illusion that's covering it.
I was
I
about
just
to ask if
brush a
anybody
hand
can
down.
potentially smell magic around here.
I'm just
Yeah.
walking with my hand, just dragging it along the entire cliff.
You're
As
gonna get
you
little
drag
handcuffs.
along, you stumble over a couple of loose rocks and look down and see some drag marks in the dirt, where footsteps appear to stop, and there's a large boulder.
Guys, big boulder. Is there like a crack behind it?
As you amble about and kind of look around, you see that the grooves in the dirt appear to indicate that the boulder is moved around quite a bit, but it would take some pushing to get it to move.
I will
Guys,
move this
guys,
boulder.
Guys, Jesus is best.
Two of you may
Ow.
attempt to do it and roll a cumulative strength check with advantage.
I'm so.
How strong are we?
I got a +6 on strength.
I'm pretty strong.
Wait, for real?
Yep.
Why is Willem low-key cut?
No.
I'm a fighter. +4. I have +4 strength plus a 2 proficiency bonus.
All right, get in there,
I
man.
was like,
I got a 15.
how do you have a 22 strength, dude?
19.
I rolled an 18.
Willem and Randy, you're able to, with relative ease, actually, once you kind of put your backs into it, move this boulder out of the way, and tucked behind it, you spot a ladder that seems to lead up towards another landing and a handful of ladders that seem to ascend up this cliff face in this kind of grooved tunnel that has been, or silo rather, I guess a silo goes up, tunnels go in. Silo up the cliff face. The ladder looks as though it has seen some better days. It's kind of hastily assembled, lashed together with some rope. And as you kind of pass through behind the boulder, you see that there's this metal rod that appears to help folks kind of move and shift the boulder from inside the silo.
Mm.
You guys think birds made this?
Yeah.
Should we like put the boulder back or
Yeah, so Jesus can't get back out.
gotta keep him trapped?
Yeah, move the boulder back.
Yeah, we'll move the boulder
Alright.
back.
You are able to do so with relative ease, given the leverage of the metal rod. And you may begin ascending the ladder.
Who wants to go first?
Not I,
Who's
said
the
the Randy.
stealthiest?
I will go.
I'll go first. Oh, okay.
Oh. Dunk. The stealthiest of us all.
I actually am.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got
this is a guy that can like literally lose his bones,
I'm a
and
bugbear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he can like be an octopus.
Yeah, I can slither into.
As long as it's the
for a small creature.
bigger than his beak.
It's so disturbing.
all right, so Dunk's going first. The rest of you are following in what order?
I'll
go
take up the rear.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I'll go.
go.
I guess I'll go second.
I'll go third.
Okay. Are all of you trying to go in stealthily?
I
Yes.
would like to, yes.
All right.
Remind me again, will
Please.
Erica be displeased to see us?
Well, we don't know who's in here.
But if it's Erica, would she be displeased to see us?
I
She-
honestly don't know.
I mean, we have
I
our
think she'd be
arms.
displeased
Probably
to
looking
see
for it.
you.
Yeah, we had that incident, that little dust up. That's right.
I
But
hope you
I'm the,
learn.
I'm the
something.
human trafficker.
I did
mean-
not try to traffic her, to be clear.
Trafficker. I barely know her.
Classic.
All right. Are you rolling stealth? Going in hot?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the dealio?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll
might as well
stealth.
try to be stealthy, right?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well.
19. Nat 20. Pretty good.
24.
Ooh, 17.
23.
All right. All of you very, very quietly and nimbly, gently make your way up the ladder that, even though all of you are being very quiet, you hear the occasional creaking as you ascend up the ladder, and it takes you a fair amount of time. There's a number of kind of landings and footholds where you can stop and take a break for a moment, but you are ascending a great deal of height from the bottom of the cliff towards the top, and it kind of spits you out. Inevitably, it becomes open air with the kind of the sun beating on your backs as you rise up, and you begin to hear like that rushing water. You get the sense that there's some type of waterfall that feeds into the river that you'd seen on your walk not long ago, getting close, but it seems quite distant at this point. As you pull yourself up and over the ladder and onto the landing of this cliff where the cave entrance sits in front of you, you find that the entrance is actually quite well lit. The morning sun or the afternoon sun still beating in and illuminating the entrance in front of you. Um, there's a very well maintained floor ahead of you. It seems to be dust free, as though well trodden and taken care of. And most of the large rocks and gravel that have become accustomed as you make your way through the mountains here have been kind of pushed aside towards the wall.
All right. Any sign of people?
Make an investigation check.
14.
There are footprints that lead into the cave entrance, but beyond that, no signs of life in there. What you do also notice is some dried red flecks kind of stained into the dirt of the cave entrance.
Can I taste it?
Can I roll for hemosticks and phenolphthalein?
All of you are able to tell that it's dried blood.
Can I taste it anyway?
You sure can.
He wants to do a treat.
Tastes like dirt and blood.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've contracted the novel coronavirus.
More like
Did you know that
hepatitis.
there's a cryptid version of the coronavirus that's only in Ohio? And it's caused by like one dude?
No.
On
Mhm.
this stream, we actually don't believe in the pandemic.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Oh,
Never
Actually, we
happened.
do. Don't cancel us, please. I would
yeah,
like
I
to
guess
stay on
like,
Twitch.
there's one dude for whom corona has just mutated completely differently than any other strain, and everyone's like, why?
Because it's Ohio.
Is
Where
he
else?
okay?
And they track it through his poops.
Oh.
Through his what? His
Okay, anyway, let's continue.
And that news update brought to you by Branwyn. Let's get back to it. Are you entering the cave? And are you doing anything before you do so?
Stealthing? We're stealthing.
I would like to drink my potion of pass without trace.
Nice. You now have
I
a
forget.
plus 10 to stealth for the
Oh,
next
shit.
hour.
All right. And then I turn to my compatriots and I say, as I'm like, I'm translucent, or I don't know what it makes me, but I go, I got this. Don't worry. And
It's just right there.
As you walk in, you begin to hear more and more that sound of crashing water. It seems still distant and isolated, but it's picking up. And as you make your way deeper in, you note that along the edges of the walls are a handful of torches that continue to light the way down towards the end of the hall, which comes to a stop at a wooden door that's held in place by stacked stones that kind of are pulled from the wall. So clearly, somebody has made this cave like kind of an entrance to something. They've added human development to this natural crevasse. Um, are you stepping up toward the door?
Yeah, I kind of like motion along my friends so they can get as close as they. I'm like, oh, it's safe. Don't worry, guys.
All right.
And then the door. I'll go in the door.
As you progress towards the door, your foot catches on a tripwire right at the base of the kind of where the tunnel begins to narrow, and you hear a faint, like metallic clicking noise. And as you look up, you see there's this kind of like shimmering blue mesh keeping in many of the stones that have been pulled from this tunnel that suddenly disappears and drops on all of you as you entered into the tunnel.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Shit.
And each of you takes 9 bludgeoning damage as
We get
the
to make a dexterity saving throw.
you can attempt to make a dexterity saving throw, but it'll be very hard to dodge these rocks.
I've got my go fast gloves, so I get advantage on dexterity saving throws.
You
You
got a
do.
nat 20.
What if it's a
That's
16?
total of 26.
Oh, nat 22. Or
Oh my god, high
Willem?
five.
What'd you do, Willem?
Yeah, it was a 14, so.
So Willem, you take 9 damage. The rest of you are able to somehow see all of the rocks falling from the ceiling and attempt to dodge and whiff and faint out of the way, taking only 5 damage. This also sounded quite loud, and you stand in front of a locked door. Made very clear by the lock that's on it.
The stream brought to you by Good and Gathered juice pouches.
It's definitely
It's
applesauce.
applesauce.
Yeah.
Applesauce.
Get with it.
Also Dr.
Uh,
Pepper.
Nolan, you were drinking you're drinking water out of Dr. Pepper bottle.
Correct.
Yeah, this is definitely
Also,
water too. I'm
tufted titmouses.
Oh, titmouse.
Titmice, one might say.
What are y'all doing? You got the door.
Can I
Looking casual.
pop on my face necklace and just walk out?
That's
What?
right. You have your face necklace.
Wait, what's the face necklace again?
It lets me walk
It's
through
not a
walls like I'm
face
Danny
necklace,
Phantom.
a
phase.
phase. Phase.
I was like, what
Phase.
the heck?
Oh, did I say something other than phase?
It's
You
I
said
heard
face.
face.
You said face
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah.
Phase.
Phase. Yes, you can Danny Phantom through the door.
I do so.
All right, 1 second.
The rest of us are just like, well.
Just a moment, because I forgot about something.
Can I face
I
through the
stand
door
there
and
and
try
look
to
casual.
break it open?
Just bonk your face into the door.
Let me in.
Sorry, 1 second.
I guess I'll wait to see what.
This stream brought to you by 2 applesauces.
Oh.
She's a saucy girl, ladies and gents.
Okay.
The sauce girl boss.
I have a story about being a sauce girl, but I'll save that for after the stream.
No,
Unless
Yeah,
somebody
sounds
donates
like it.
$5, in which case I will tell my sauce girl story.
Actually, yeah.
Nolan, stop trying to turn this into your podcast show. It's not going to happen.
I'm raising
The
money
donation
for the
line.
kids.
If someone
the kids.
donates $5, he'll say, Are we gonna regret knowing?
No. It's nothing perverse.
All right, Nolan or Willem, you seamlessly the necklace activate the necklace by turning it. It's a little interlocking gear and illuminating the gemstone within it, and you phase through the door and end up on the other side. Though you immediately feel a great deal of exhaustion and fatigue, as though it has taken a lot out of you to phase through this door. And I'll let you know the specific impact once I finally get it from my notes, once it loads. But now that you're on the other side of the door,
I wish I knew about
what are
that.
you doing? Yes.
Any way I can let my friends out, have them join me?
Feel free to look at the other side of the door and see that the door locks from the inside, and you may unlock it.
I do so.
Is there anyone around where he is?
No, upon first inspection, as you open the door and enter the room, I'm now in very deep into other notes.
Hey, Willem, that
There is
was
a
both
a
cool and
true
also
impact.
unsettling.
It
There's
was
a
a
what?
bit unsettling for me as
Uh,
well.
as you enter into the secondary room, the sound of water is now right in your face, no longer distant, no longer hollow and echoed and far away. It is in the chamber. A fast moving river cuts through the center of the chamber that you now find yourself in. Glancing over to your right, you can see that the water actually pours out of the mountain, out of another cave opening, like similar to the one that you just came through, and over a sheer cliff, creating a waterfall that creates the river that you passed by on your way into the cave. To your left, light spills in from the exterior where water continues in and deeper into the mountain, coming from higher up the range, from the snowmelt, from the higher peaks.
I do want to call attention to the fact that Garlic Dude did just donate $5.
So as we take a short break here, entering in this chamber, we'll leave it with Willem, now Nolan, to tell his story.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it short. It's probably not a very good story, but we like to make fun of my mom whenever she goes to restaurants because she always asks for extra sauce. And there's one particular time we were at a barbecue restaurant and she asked the waitress to bring more to the table. And then she does this thing where she mimics people's accents without realizing it. And we were like somewhere in the South and she goes, I'm a sauce girl. And so now my siblings and I say that we're sauce girls whenever we ask for, sauce at a restaurant. And that's the sauce girl story. It's not that good. Sorry if that, you expected more. I'll take off my shirt if you want.
Please
Don't do that. We are grateful for the $5 because they go to a good cause. And that good cause was hearing that story.
Don't do that.
If you want, we can arrange a private viewing after the stream.
Okay. Right on. Willem, you have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for 1 hour.
Okay, that's not that long, but like, ouch.
I feel like we're kind of doing something important, so it's kind of a
It's
bummer.
phasing through physical objects is physically disorienting and taxing. Great. So now you're in this room with a river cutting through the middle of it. What are you doing?
Is there a clear exit on the other side to more cave?
Make a perception check.
I would like to listen for people if I can hear anything over with my keen fey hearing. If I can hear anything over the water that sounds like people coming this way.
16.
Both Duncan and Evan are going to take a drink of water.
That sounds great. Branwen, you can also make a perception check. Will Randy, looking around the room, you can see to your left. So, like, the room is indeed cut in half. by the river, and on the other side, the landing continues and kind of seems to weave deeper into another tunnel that goes beyond on the other side of the river. To the left of the doorway, you spy a stack of crates and equipment, almost as though left there and leveraged by people that are there. The boxes are neatly stacked on top of one another, but there is at the base of the crates a similar large pool of dried blood, not unlike the kind of flecks and bits and trails that you followed into the tunnel. On top, a piece of parchment paper appears to be like scattered pieces of paper left about, and there's one that's kind of curled open and kept open by two pieces of like two vials. Um, Scattered throughout the rushing water are a handful of rocks and stones. And yeah, it's hi Laura. It is definitely the only way across is through the river.
Are
Deep
there
as the river
any?
was. Oh,
And
Well,
what was your
yeah,
perception check,
river question
Bramwin?
first. 8. So
You
river
hear
loud.
nothing beyond the roar of the river, but that's honestly to be expected. It is very loud. The river is moving very fast. You're not sure how deep it is, but the water turns into white foam around all of the rocks as it rushes by and over the cliff face out into the exterior.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm 9 feet tall. I'll walk through.
We got a river
I'll
master over
attempt
here that's
to.
knowing that's a bad idea.
Make an athletics check, Randy.
Wait, Randy, can you at least take this rope to go with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Grab the rope.
Hey, Dunk, hold this.
I got a nat 20.
All right. As you make your way through the water, you're able to definitely kind of like your feet hit the ground, and it's about like up to shoulder height. Like it is quite deep, but you are able to maintain your balance with relative and graceful ease, uncharacteristic for a man of your size, but seem to be driven by some inner mechanism that no one but yourself could know. You make your way across the river, holding this rope and now stand on the other side.
All right, come on.
Can I take a quick look at these pieces of parchment that are
Sure.
and the little pile of stuff?
Yes. If you look through the boxes, you find provisions in glass jars containing fruits, vegetables, not unlike some of the things that you saw. Did we lose her?
Me?
Nolan.
Oh, no, you're still here. Sorry, on my stream it says you're gone. And then on top of the pile, that piece of paper, it appears to be a poorly executed game of tic-tac-toe. There's some X's and O's that are kind of scattered about on this piece of paper without any real like semblance of why.
So we know there's at least 2 people here, unless they're playing tic-tac-toe by themselves. And that's just really sad.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not think about that.
Can
But
I like flip it over? Does it seem like it could be some kind of code?
What specifically are you hoping to discern from this piece of paper?
If it's just tic-tac-toe.
Well, there's no hash marks, so it's just X's and O's on a grid. You can roll a general knowledge check to see if you understand what it might be.
Yes, please. Intelligence? Oh, I got a healthy minus. Okay.
Bless you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
did you come back?
Hey,
just
Willem,
in
are you
case?
smart?
I'm 14 intelligent.
Does this mean anything to you? And
What
it's
am I
a
looking at?
list of. It's a sheet with X's and O's.
General knowledge check.
It appears to be a tic-tac-toe game.
Yep. I got a 4, so I'm going to say it's also a complicated game of tic-tac-toe.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Intelligence? 12. I guess that's not anymore.
Close inspection, you think it might have something to do with the rocks in the water?
Mm.
The stones. It's a map for which stones we can step on and which ones we
What are you
can't.
guys talking about? Just grab the rope. Come on over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the rope and go over.
What happens if
Oh,
you step
okay.
on the wrong stone?
He just waded through the river.
Wrong what?
Oh, never mind.
So what was it? Athletics
Wrong
to get
cone?
across?
It is an athletics check to attempt to swim across, yes.
22.
You are all Olympic athletes and manage to swim across this rushing, raging river with ease, guided by the rope. Ranwin, Willem, what you doing?
I'll give it a try to swim across, but if I don't make it across, do we get sucked down the waterfall and it's like that scene from Emperor's New Groove?
Hard to say. One can only try.
Hey, Dunk, toss that rope over for him.
No.
yeah.
Wait.
You know what? I'm just gonna cross on the rocks, but I'm only gonna step on the rocks that are circles and not X's.
Okay. You too will make a athletics check to glide across the rocks.
25.
All right. While uneven and slippery, you maintain your balance with the grace of a ballerina and make your way across the river without ever needing to touch the rope or get wet.
Ending with
Yeah.
Bradwin.
no scope.
As a member of the Autumn Corps, I'm a kind of fire person. I tend more toward fire, so I look at that water and I go, nope, and I just face step across.
You all solved my river riddle.
What's the DC?
Really high. To swim was 18. Whatever. You all cross the river, and the other end of the chamber slopes down toward a natural staircase that appears to have been reinforced with wooden planks. Passing through the narrow staircase, if you do.
Yeah.
I believe we do.
Stealthy.
You
Stealthy.
you start to roll stealth checks, please.
Oh yeah.
Have what's his nuts go first?
Randy, you
Okay.
still have plus 10
Randy.
to stealth.
I also
Oh,
have disadvantage because I'm a large man, but that's still a 17.
Well, you have plus
Same
10
thing.
plus whatever your normal ability modifier is.
No, I know.
All right.
10.
I got a 10 also.
21.
Cool. So a 21 and a 17 and two 10s.
Mhm.
All right, great. As you all descend down the staircase, if you return to your owl bear, you will see a new map.
Guys, let's not kill everyone in here. Let's see what's going on first.
We'll see.
All right, you
I would never
all
kill him.
so you through the narrow staircase, you're kind of forced to bow your heads and it starts to like slope downwards, and you exit into an expansive cavern. The large space combined with the number of caverns that seem to be kind of spread out makes it feel quite open and airy. The wind whipping in from the mountains, and another waterfall kind of cascades off of a cliff of more rivers pulling in from the tops of the mountains in their snow melt. To your left, a well-constructed bridge leads across an upper portion of the cavern, the sides of which slope down to a large open chamber below. The cavern floor is quite clean, much like the entrance, but larger boulders still dot the floor, as well as a number of dark crevasses that seem to slip down to the interior confines of the earth. Below you, a trio of men and women poring over a table, appearing to be lost in thought, kind of chattering amongst themselves. Closer to the staircase that leads down to the landing below, a pair of women appear to be talking to one another. and at this point you are
Erica?
not noticed. Upon close inspection of the woman, actually, you don't even really have to inspect that much. She does look a lot like Erica, and the right side of her torso is lashed together with stained bandages and a nub where her arm used to be.
Do we just say hi?
Here, let's backtrack a little bit just so we can figure out what we want to do.
Okay.
I mean, I can send her a message just to
Oh.
alert her that we're here and that we don't want to fight.
That's smart.
Does she seem to be captive in any way?
Make a perception check.
Is she being human
6.
trafficked?
6. You're
Correct.
uncertain. You can't gauge her current emotional state or the state of her trafficked human.
Should I send her a message and introduce us? Or
Can
just
we-
let her know we're here?
Do you think we might be able to throw a tooth within hearing range?
How loud is the water in there?
Oh, it's
The
probably
water is distant, but there is like what you hear more of is like the echo of the trickling. It's not. It's a waterfall, but it's really just kind of water falling off of a cliff. But it's not a lot of water. It's a very small amount of water, kind of coming in from a offshoot of the river that you likely left above you.
How loud is a
Small.
falling tooth gonna be?
It's just based on the largeness, for lack of a better word, of the chamber. You get the sense that noise carries in here. Like you can hear the mumbling of voices. It's not definitive what you are hearing. You could try to tune in, like you could try to really listen, but noises are carrying in here.
I am down to rip out a tooth if that be what we decide. However, if somebody with more astute hearing than I wants to give a shot at it.
You guys are in the stairwell, right? Like you're not quite on the landing at this point.
Yeah, we
You kinda
backed
pulled
up a
back.
bit so that
Okay.
we can talk. I mean, the best I can do is send Erica a message just to let her know that we're here and that we don't want to fight.
I think that makes sense.
Dunk? Thoughts?
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna stealthily creep up so that I can see her. So I just need to be able to see her. I'm
Okay.
gonna
You can do
cast
that from the
message.
initial landing where you came out from.
And then
To be clear, you're
she will
casting a message
hear-
that only she can hear, right?
Yes. It says, Erica, we are friends. We don't want to fight, but we're here. We're trying to solve problem regarding the beast.
Can she
And
respond?
she can respond to the message.
Okay.
Yes.
Silently, like it's a message cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So as you're watching her, and your voice appears inside of her head, she like immediately like looks around
And
her,
I duck
and then
back into the thing.
okay, so you can't be seen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not standing at the landing. Okay. And she's like looking around, and her head kind of. So you're not seeing anything at the moment, but in a moment or two, you hear a voice in your head, a familiar voice. What the fuck are you doing here? What do you mean, a beast? Did you follow me here? You with that boy? That weird one you're with?
I will poke up and message her again.
So
Do
as you
step
poke
back
out,
here.
she is looking up at the landing, and sees your
That's
little
right.
head. Her eyes kind of narrow at you.
The thing that attacked you, we're trying to figure out who's creating them. Technically, he is with us. He's kind of a dick. I think he's learned his lesson.
Are you staying and watching her, or are you going back into the?
Yes.
Okay.
Since she's
She's
seeing
going
me, I'll
to.
stay.
She's going to stare at you, and you're just going to hear, "Get out."
I'll send another message.
Really burning those slots, huh?
This is a cantrip.
Okay, never mind then.
I need to know about someone that leaves Holly behind. Do you know anything? If you have information that you can give me, we'll leave.
Looks at you, and says out loud, "We got folks here."
Fuck.
And everyone is going to
I
kind
just
of
yell,
look
"Oh, come
over.
on!"
Well, everyone looked over at her, but as soon as you shout, "Oh, come on," they immediately all look up towards the landing, and roll initiative.
12.
So bad.
Hold on one second.
Also
I'll ask you
12.
all. I'll ask you all in just a moment.
Hey, we tried.
If I had a nickel for every woman we were trying to help that told us to go away, I'd have 2 nickels.
And honestly, we can do better.
Maybe you
like
should
that,
stop trying to help women and accept that they don't need help and they're independent on their own.
That one
Okay,
TikTok sound where
I'm
it's
not
like
trying to
no
help.
constant
I'm trying to get
harassment of
in.
the female
I'm trying to get
gender.
help from
To be
her.
fair, she lost an arm.
I'm trying to get help from her.
Actually, lock my computer. All right, we're back. Just rolling everybody else's initiative. And now I'm very slow because I locked my computer. All right, Branwen, what did you roll?
6.
Okay, Branwen got a 6. Dunk, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. Randy, what'd you get?
12.
Okay, and Willem.
Also a 12.
All right. What is Randy's dexterity?
12.
Willem?
8.
All right, Randy goes before Willem. And with that, it is Erica's turn, who is going to look up at you, Branwen. In just a moment here. And just as a reminder, like you will have to spend movement getting down to the landing, or you can attempt to jump. It's about a 25-foot jump from the where you all are to the bottom where the stair like to the stairs are. Just they are going to take their good hand, and they kind of close their fist together and burst it out, and a burst of flame erupts in their hands, and they are going to hurl it at you. Are you hit by a 14?
Whomst are you asking?
Branwen.
Oh,
No.
All right.
I
In that
duck.
case,
Wah!
great. So that is, I believe, their turn. I'm just making sure.
I don't want to fight.
Y'all keep trying. Okay. In that case, it is now. She takes her flame ball and she throws it up at you, and it kind of erupts in flames next to you. But you manage to deftly move out of the way, and she kind of grunts and she goes, "You're not supposed to be here." And it is Dunk's
Hey
turn.
guys, we gotta leave at
Never
least
should've
one
come
alive,
here.
okay? Wait, whose
Um,
turn is it?
Dunk.
It is my turn. What did you say this crevasse is that I would have to jump?
So you can jump down 25 feet in front of you, right here, or you can cross the bridge, which is 80 feet, and then go down, which is about another 15.
Hmm.
Double dash it?
Oh, wait a minute. Um, so this glove just says lets you go fast. Does it actually increase my movement speed by like a particular amount?
15 feet to be exact.
Okay. You said 15?
Yes.
I should write that so it doesn't just say go fast. Anyway, let's see. So that's 110 feet of movement total if I dash.
Would get you to at least Erica and the woman she's standing next to.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
All right.
Gonna
You
run up there.
you hoof it and get there. And it is now Randy's turn.
Leave at least one of them alive. Or just don't kill him.
Can I hold my action until the end of this round?
Sure. You can hold your action. Nothing in particular.
Okay.
You're just hoping to go last.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just checking on something. After Randy, it is Willem's turn.
Can I use action surge to do 2 rounds of movement in 1 round?
Let me check on that for you. Yes, so you can. It's a whole other action. So you can move. You can use your movement speed as an action, or as part of your action, and then use your action to take additional, like a dash.
I will move 60 feet then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really? That's it?
The end of the bridge.
End of the bridge? Okay.
Yep.
And that will be it for me.
All right. In that case, it is now the individual standing next to Erica, who is another young woman, and they are going to, let's see here. They are also going to, but in a less cool way, because they have both of their hands, they're going to like struggle, and you can all see the like little bits of like small embers appear in between their hands before a large flame ball erupts between their hands, and they are going to attempt to throw it at Dunk, who is right in front of them. And Dunk, make a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on this.
You sure do.
16.
Okay. In that case, you only take 5 radiant damage. As the ball of flame erupts in front of you, you're able to dodge out of the way, but it still kind of singes some of your fur as you leap to the side. And with that, it is now a gentleman who is on the far side um, of the opening, who is going to look up at you, Branwen, being the person that was called out by Erica. And
Please don't, please don't, please don't. Just want to talk, just want to talk.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Historically, my best saving throw. $11.
So the individual facing you kind of lifts up their hand, points their finger at you, and you feel compelled to stay in place, unable to move anywhere, paralyzed as though you were held for 1
I
minute.
was gonna cast that on one of them.
Your person was held. That's what you would be.
Hold me closer.
And it is now your turn.
To the dancer.
So
Say it
you
again,
are
wait.
paralyzed, and you can make the saving throw to attempt to break out of the spell, and then you will not be able to do anything else with your turn.
Mr. DM, can I go now?
Yes.
Can I go
Sure,
before
since you held your
Branwen?
action.
Yeah.
What? Wait, I might have saved
Oh, never mind.
13.
13 does save. You break out of the hold and now feel like you could do anything, except you can't because it's not your
Come
turn
on,
anymore.
dude.
Have you ever?
What?
No.
Have
Dumb
you?
meme.
And it
Randy.
is now
Randy.
Randy's turn.
I'll go up to Branwen, and I'm gonna touch her on the shoulder, and I'm gonna cast protection from energy. So you have resistance to fire now.
What?
Very cool.
And then I'm gonna run to the middle of this bridge,
Oh,
All right.
which I don't know.
It is
what that is.
it's the middle of the bridge.
It's about as far
It
as I
is
can make it
now
anyway.
this person's turn. And I realized actually, hold on 1 second.
oh God, there's more.
Only 5 people in here, right? Okay, I thought I had an extra thing in there. Okay, the person next to the person who tried to hold you is going to cast a spell, and they are going to point it at Dunk, since they have approached their allies here, and they are going to attempt to a kind of ball of black energy appears at the tips of their fingers, and they're going to shoot it at you. Dunk, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Another 16.
All right. The energy seems to bounce off of you, having no effect, leaving the individual who cast it to curse under their breath before it now becomes. I did accidentally delete somebody. No, we're good. How many people are in this? Why do I keep forgetting? I did delete somebody. It is now the person next to them. There we go. I knew I was missing somebody. Their turn, and they are going to use their movement to come on up here next to Dunk and try to swing at you with their club. And are you hit by a 19?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do indeed.
Bonk.
Luckily, it's not that strong. And they only deal 4 bludgeoning damage.
Bonk.
A small bonk, but a bonk to be sure.
It is now Erica's turn. And Erica is going to look at the amount of people streaming down the staircase to her.
Erica, we just want to talk.
I don't even know who you are. And she is going to. Just a moment. Sorry. All right, finally figured it out. As you look at Erica, she kind of her body begins to contort, and she shifts around and moves, and then all of a sudden, where skin used to be, fur appears on her arms and her hands, and her entire body begins to be engulfed by gray and black fur. And before you, Dunk, sits a giant badger.
No, a were
Oh, badgers!
Oh, let's go Badgers, go Badge.
She's not a were-badger. You get the sense that she's a
Hoorah,
druid.
A regular badger.
Oh.
Oh.
Steph, I wonder if she gets consent.
Badgers get consent.
every time.
And she is going to. That is how she spends her. And well, let me just double check something here. She's a very complicated character sheet.
Erica, that was really cool. We can still be friends.
Why?
All right. So now that they have transformed, they are going to take their mighty claw and cut down upon you, Dunk. And are you hit by a 19? Yes, you are. That will
Still 3
do.
barbs. Reroll.
How far away do you need to be to do that?
How dare you call me out? I'm checking. 60 feet?
Huh?
Break out the ruler.
Break out the ruler.
Ruler.
55.
Hey, it works. All right, it misses with its mighty paw. It seems to take one swing at you, and this magical energy seems to cast in front of you,
I
and
do that
its
thing where
paw
you whistle
glazes
really
over it.
loud with 2 fingers, and it just distracts.
And in that case, she will attempt to bite you, and again misses. Feeling overwhelmed by her transformation, is unable to lodge a hit against you. And it
Not a
is now
very good
your
bat.
turn, Dunk.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dunk.
seeing this badger makes me quell with rage. And
I hate badgers.
an intangible
Okay,
spirit
yes.
looks what's a flump?
A
Flump?
flump.
What's a flump?
They're like a little guy.
They're like spaghetti dudes.
They're just a little guy.
They're
Yeah.
great.
It's like a little cloud guy, and he goes flump flump.
That's exactly
It's kind of
right.
like the thing that kicks off your Mario Kart race.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's
It's like a
flump
worse flying
on,
spaghetti monster.
next to Erica.
Is that on the wild magic table?
Yes, it is.
That happened in
Okay.
our camp.
And
our
nothing
other
happens
campaign.
with it quite yet. Okay, but I am going to attack recklessly the giant badger. that's in my face.
Okay.
I attack recklessly. There we go. That's better. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. So. Oh yeah. Okay. So to
Killer
hit,
dog.
what, 24, 26 actually. That I assume that hits.
Yes, that hits the giant badger. Yes.
Nice. All right. Let's do this damage here. That's a little bit better. 11, 13 damage.
That okay. You cut into this badger with relative ease, and it does. As your axe kind of cleaves into its side, blood shimmers across the floor, and it cries out in pain as only a badger can. I don't know what noises they make, but if I could, they would make that noise.
Wait, hold on. YouTube.
You rah Wisconsin.
First and 10, Wisconsin.
I really didn't intend to make that much of a
Fuck
reference.
you.
This isn't a very interesting sound. Oh, that's a baby badger. Okay, sorry. And so the flump now explodes. And each creature within 5 feet of it, so I guess that means me too, will succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
All right.
So that would be all.
Both the cultist next to you, and
Oh,
the badger, fail, but the other cultist succeeds in leaping out of the way.
Well,
So you may roll for the force damage.
I also failed my own dexterity saving throw, so.
Okay.
Ooh, we all take 5 damage.
Yowza.
Owie.
Youch.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
I don't have Twitch
One
open, so if somebody
second.
wants to post the badger sounds video to the Twitch
Oh.
stream so that they know what we're up against.
It is now Randy's turn.
I cast Mass Healing Word. I
Thank
say,
you.
everybody feel better. And then I cast it.
All right. Are you doing anything else with your action? And then please tell us how much
Randy.
people get healed for.
Nah, I'm just going to stay in the middle of that bridge. 2. Oh, this does not do a ton, huh? Spellcasting ability modifier, which is everyone heals for 5.
Ooh.
I back up at full.
It's better than 0.
I mean,
Willem,
that's
it is
20
your
health.
turn.
Okay. I am going to move my 30 feet, as that is all I can do. Oh, I need to hand 1, 2, 3.
I will say that you can get there in this action.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, then I will attack Erica.
Don't
All right, you're
kill
attacking
her.
the giant badger.
I'm attacking the giant badger. Is she hit by 17?
She is indeed. She's a giant badger.
14 damage.
All right. Ouch.
There's one
You
more.
cu-
I will specifically request to do non-lethal damage. When I reach level 5, I get 2 attacks per action now.
Ah.
Nat 20.
Kill.
Again, I'm specifically requesting to do non-lethal damage.
She's kill.
Okay.
How do we do nat 20s? Do we double the roll or?
Is it
Double the
like
dice.
Okay.
Is it double dice?
Wait,
or is it,
wait.
like the max damage of
Oh wait, yes. Hold on. Wait. Steph
Yeah, that's what
instituted
I'm
this
like.
rule where you deal your max damage and then get to roll damage.
Okay, so
So
my
if it's
max
like
So if
damage,
you roll a
2d6, you
d8
do
for your
12
damage,
automatically, and then you roll 2d6.
my max damage would be 14, and so I'm rolling damage again.
Non-lethally.
9.
Okay. Either way, you take your moon touch sword and cut. And as you cleave across this badger's chest, it rears back in agony and pain, and it crumples to the ground. And as it crumples to the ground, Erica's kind of left there, propping herself up with only her hand as she looks at you in anger. And you know, as you do, realizing that with druids, they return to the normal form when their beast form is killed.
Yep. I'm just gonna give her a wink and move on.
And are you doing anything else with your turn?
Nope.
All right. It is now the cultist who is standing next to you's turn. And also you're attacking this person right here. So it's this person's turn. And they are going to attempt to strike at you with their sacred flame. And you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Who is doing the dexterity saving throw?
You are.
Just me?
Yep.
1.
Okay. In that case, you take 5 radiant damage
Ooh.
as the flames erupt around you and singe your cloak and leather armor.
Good thing I'm wearing chainmail.
And singe the leather around your chainmail.
Ouch.
Now, these two individuals in the back here will once again, one of them will take aim up at you, Branwen, and it will go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
To whom do you speak?
Branwen.
No.
Historically, she's done well on those.
It lifts up both of its hands, and in your head you hear a single command, and it tells you to fall prone and grovel, which means you fall prone and end your turn, unable to do anything.
Grovel.
Which skips your turn, and the other fanatic next to them will look over at you, Randall, and it will too ask you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
Thank God, because I got a nat 1. 12.
All right. Unfortunately, black energy fires off from the creature's hands, striking you in the face and closing your eyes, unable to see anything around you, blinded and unable to see, because that's what it means to be blind.
I'm blind.
What does
Oh
that
man,
mean?
I had to pivot really quick for a second there.
Were you going to make me deaf, Chris?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know why I always do this.
You can make me deaf, Chris. It's okay.
No, you're blind. You're very blind. And
All right, I'm blind.
Mechanically.
oh my god! And now it's going to be this last person's turn, and they're going to attempt to. Why do I keep getting kicked out? They're going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame upon you, Dunk, but they miss. And now it's Erica's turn. My gosh. And they are going to look up at you. Just a moment. All right. I'm sorry, my owlbear keeps reloading.
Owl.
Ow.
Poor owl.
So what we are going to have happen, Erica is going to look up at you, Willem, and she is going to clap her not hand together. She's going to point at you with her one arm and close and open her fist. And what I will have you do is make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Nat 1. +4, so it's 5.
All right. What? 1 second. Yikes! Wow. Okay. You take 13 thunder damage as a booming sound of thunder cracks out of her hand, and pushing you 10 feet away from her. The problem is that also impacts this individual next to her,
Friendly
who
fire.
will make their Constitution saving throw and also fail. Um, and they take that damage as well. And the thunder force is so strong that it knocks the skin clean off of their bone in some places as they crumple to the floor, dead.
Oh my god.
I looked at
And she's going
Erica.
to kind of like huff.
You feel good about that?
And she's going to use her movement to get there. Once I get my
extra attack.
So she's going to get over here. And it is now Dunk's turn.
Okay. Well,
Dunk him up.
oh yeah. Let's see. How does this work real quick? Let me just double check.
Kill Erica.
No, we need to talk to one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to swing recklessly at her. At this one next to me.
Okay.
Let's see. Does that wild magic thing, does that happen on every turn, or is that just that one time? I think it's just that one time. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So. Okay. So, 15 plus 8, that hits, right?
So that definitely hits.
23. Yeah.
23 damage?
No, to hit. 8 plus.
How would you like to do this?
Oh yeah. Just gonna. You know what? We're gonna do. Slice in half again.
Okay.
Hamburger style.
Reliable.
You swing your battle axe over your head and then bring it down in one clean motion through the woman's chest, leaving her split in two as her body falls to the floor in two thumps, thump, thump, as it falls separately from one another. And it is now Randy's turn.
I didn't realize how many of these spells had a person you can see in them until now.
Yeah.
I am going to sit down.
Okay.
You
And
okay,
are you
Randy?
holding your action?
Can I? No. Well, sure. I'll hold my action. Do I? Yeah.
You can make the saving throw at the end of your turn, but if you're holding your action, you won't be able to do that.
No. I'll just make the saving throw now. There's not much I can do.
Okay. It's a Constitution saving throw.
13.
That succeeds.
I can see.
And you are no longer blinded. And it is now Willem's turn.
All right. I'm going to run up and attack with the sword again.
Are you okay? Yeah, you're going to the fanatic. Cool, that
Yep.
works.
Is it hit by 15?
It is indeed.
All right. Where's my dice? 11 damage. Are they dead?
Okay, they are not dead.
Going for round 2.
All right,
22 to hit.
that hits.
8 more damage. Are they dead now?
All right, they are not dead yet.
Bummer. Also, just a little shout out. I have 16 out of 43 health.
All right.
Chris, you can't
It is
mean
now. It is now that individual's turn. So it's a bummer that you just said that. And they are going to attempt to swing at you. Their fist glows in a purple energy, and they're going to attempt to kind of strike you against the chest. Are you hit by a 13?
I am not.
All right. Miraculously, it kind of seems to clang off of your armor, and necrotic energy bounces off in every which way direction, but it does not strike you. And it is now Branwen. You're up.
I can do something. I am going to. Let me do the things. I will step up here at the edge of the bridge, and he should be just in range. And I'm gonna make the guy that keeps casting spells on me and stuff. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What do they need to make?
What did he get?
What do they need to make?
13.
They got an 11.
Yes, he's held. I cast it by flipping him off.
Right on. All right, they are now firmly held. Are you doing anything else with your action?
I will. Can I finish off my movement by going up a little bit more?
Sure. Of course you can. And in that case, it is now that individual's turn, and they are going to attempt to break out of your spell, and they fail.
Yay!
So it is now Erica's turn, and she is going to continue to use her movement to get out of here. So she is going to go another 30 feet, and then she's going to point over her shoulder at this kind of space right here and cast. Entangle, in which point like weeds and thorns and vines begin to grow up out of the ground in a 20-foot square there, making that area difficult terrain. So I'm going to put a little marker here. So I figure out how. There we go. That in this. Oh, it's. Whoops. The new owlbear. Still getting used to it. That in this sphere. It's difficult terrain. And now it is Dunk's turn.
All right. I assume that's within 55 feet. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to run up. That's not how I run up. There it is. And I'm gonna smack him recklessly.
By all means.
Smack, smack, smack.
Smack him up.
22.
That hits.
15 damage.
Jesus.
And I get 2 attacks because I've been forgetting to do
Okay.
as a 5th level barbarian, which will also be a reckless attack. And it hits.
Welcome to my ASMR channel.
17.
All right. They do not look good one bit. And are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, that's about it.
All right, Willem, it is now your turn.
Stop her! Throw something.
Kill.
I don't really have
Whoa.
anything I can throw. Actually, hold on one second. I gotta look up a spell. Nope, never mind. Given that I don't think I'll be able to catch Erica, I am going to turn to the fanatic I've been beaten on, and I'm going to slash at him and attempt to do non-lethal damage. Hit by a 9.
No.
Okay. Second strike. Hit by a 14.
Indeed.
10 non-lethal damage.
All right. You take your blade and you kind of like at both of his thighs, cutting off not a major artery, but enough to let him bleeding and enable him unable to stand as he crumples to the ground and kind of whimpering in pain, but unable to do anything against you.
Absolutely right.
And now it's now Branwen's turn because it would have been theirs, but they are just writhing on the floor in agony.
Have a light crossbow. Can I take a shot at her ankles? Or like her knee or something?
Yeah. It's not gonna stop them. It might slow them down.
I want to do non-lethal damage. Maybe, hopefully, she's really low on health.
You would know that no one struck her human form.
Hey, Randy. You think, stupid spell ranges. I'm 5 feet short. Can
You can jump off the cliff.
I know, I'm still 5 feet short. But
you can jump down off the cliff.
Yeah, I jumped down.
Okay. So you, how do you calculate jump distance?
Carefully.
Here.
Just calculate falling damage.
You can jump. Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh. There's a jumping calculator.
I don't have any boogie no-nos, right? Okay.
Don't worry, it's just me and Branwen right now. There's a jumping calculator that we can use. Who knew?
Oh boy.
We're learning together how to calculate jump distance.
You guys know it's
How tall are you?
Birthday.
5'8".
I'm just kidding. It's just loading.
Me, personally, I am 5'5". Okay.
Are all of your characters taller than you would be in real life?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You are able to jump 15 feet. And you will need to take some falling damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
But only 2.
Does that count toward my distance moved?
Yes, it takes up half of your movement.
GD. I'm gonna go 15 feet Closer this way. Oh, stop it. Stop it. That's not what I want.
Moved you.
Ah. All over the place. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. God.
You're now within 65 feet.
Oh, I need 5 feet. God damn it. I can't do anything. Unless
fine.
someone can throw me 5 feet or just carry me 5
I'll
feet.
say that you harness something deep within you to take advantage of the 5 extra feet.
You take one last leap.
I just start diving. I just launch myself forward. And I'm midair when Erica has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And I drop concentration on the other guys with hold person.
All right, she fails and she freezes
She's held
in space.
Yes. And I hit the ground. That's the trade-off.
Nice.
I'm on the ground.
You're now prone.
Yes. I think that's fair.
All right. It is now that individual who you just finished holding's turn, and they are going to attempt to strike out at Dunk, who is ragging on them hard. And they are going
He's wagging on
to
him.
strike at them with their outstretched hand. And are you hit by a 23? Yes.
Yeah. What kind of
And
damage
you
is it?
will take. It's necrotic damage. You take 19 necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'll feel that one in the morning.
Those are now Kazawi if I ever heard one.
Was that a save or they'd roll damage?
I think I just did.
It's a melee spell attack.
Could I have silvery barbs?
And you are prone, and you used it this round, didn't you?
I did. Okay, then never mind.
Yeah. And it is now they're dead. It is now Erica's turn. She is going to attempt to snap out. She does nothing. She stays still, and it is Dunk's turn.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this guy off. Double entendre intended.
You're gonna suck him off?
Oh yeah.
To death?
For the kids.
To shreds, you say?
That's cocked. Okay. Dirty 20 to hit.
It hits.
Swinging recklessly, by the way. So.
More like sucking recklessly.
Recklessly.
10 with damage abandon.
With my first.
How would you like to do this?
Oh yes. We'll just cut him in half the long way, hot dog style.
Hot dog style.
You take your mighty axe and hit an initial crunch into his skull and just continue to flex your biceps and then drag the blade all the way down through him, splitting it in half. It's messy, it's crunchy, and he kind of sloughs off in 2 different directions.
Donkey, we're getting really good at that. It's a little concerning.
Can I still move?
You can indeed use your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna go up
to. In that 20-foot space, your movement speed is halved.
Oh, okay.
However, I will say, since you have non-lethally killed the only other remaining person in combat and have the last person held, I will say that you can. We will take an attempt to see if they break out of the hold person one more time, and they fail. So we can effectively end combat, and you can surround her to resume next session.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Nice.
Or don't you
Thank
dare
you all
think
for
I
tuning
forgot
in.
about your backstory drama.
Oh,
Neither
yeah.
did Randy.
Thank you all for tuning in. Happy Flag Day, and we will see you all
Happy
next
Flag.
Wednesday.
Happy
Question
birthday
mark?
to the Grimace from McDonald's. It's Grimace's birthday.
Oh, happy
Wow,
birthday.
good
Happy
for
birthday,
him.
Grimace.
Grimace.
Thought he was dead, honestly.
Grimace.
I
I'm
can't
a
be
maybe
Happy
for once.
Pride.
patriotic.
The
Then
Grimace's